From around the globe were on last night's U.S. debate in Harrisburg.
The first and only televised debate between Dr. Mehmet Oz and Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman drew national and international news networks as the two candidates duked it out on several major issues and policies. And joining us now to recap last night's event is Erie News Now State Capitol reporter, correspondent Brendan Scanlon. Brendan, you were on site for the debate. What did you see? What did you hear?
Good evening, Mike and Eva. And yeah, Mike, you're exactly right. Even though the candidates really hit on, were able to answer some, different issues and policy stances, it appears that voters would have liked to see more concrete answers on different policy and perhaps a little less drama in last night's debate.
It's like he got his Pennsylvania house from his own inlays from a dollar.
When John Fetterman,
you roll with Doug Mastriano.
John, when I'm done, John, you'll have your turn, John.
During a highly anticipated debate in a crucial race that can determine which party holds a majority in the U.S. Senate, both Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman and Dr. Mehmet Oz made their appeal to voters just 2 weeks before the election.
I'm running to serve Pennsylvania. He's running to use Pennsylvania.
Fetterman, who suffered a stroke just 5 months ago, utilized closed captioning in last night's debate.
And let's also talk about the elephant in the room. I had a stroke. I might miss some words during this debate, mush two words together, but it knocked me down, but I'm going to keep coming back up.
Fetterman did struggle with answers throughout the debate, especially during rapid questions and exchanges with Dr. Oz. However, his campaign calling it a standout performance given his circumstances.
Is that John Fetterman performed great tonight for a man who was in a hospital bed just several months ago.
Members of the Oz campaign said it was a disaster for Fetterman.
He is one of the most radical, extreme, left-wing politicians running for office this year.
The candidates did address major policies and top-of-mind issues for Pennsylvanians like minimum wage.
I think it's a disgrace at $7.25 an hour.
I think market forces have already driven up the minimum wage.
As well as public safety and crime.
I'm the only person on this stage right now that has was successful about pushing back against gun violence and being the community more safe.
We have taken away the ability of police to do their job, and that's on John Fetterman.
Aside from international attention, the debate also drew large crowds of supporters and protesters. Oz supporters like Corinne Seacrest say Dr. Oz wasn't her first choice, but a Trump endorsement sealed the deal.
I don't know him. I don't know what he's like, but President Trump does.
As for Fetterman supporters, they say they stand firm behind their candidate.
He hits all the buttons for me. He's a good liberal man, and I like that. That's all about what I'm all about.
Mike and Eva, we also heard the candidates touch on a number of different really important national issues as well. Supreme Court packing, they both agree that the court should be left untouched as is. As for abortion, Oz obviously pro-life. They did clarify last night that he believes in exceptions such as rape, incest, and the life of the mother, whereas Fetterman really would push to codify Roe v. Wade. The candidates were also asked about the 2024 presidential election. Oz said that he would support another run from former President Donald Trump. Fetterman said he would support a second term from President Joe Biden. Reporting live at the state capitol for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon.